Okay guys, we have a product review, infrared thermostat. Now, this is not for humans, but I bought it for a reason because I got other projects going on and I need something to be able to measure temperatures, things of that nature. Alright, let's take a look at it. Fairly simple. It does come with 2 AA batteries, which if you open up the hinge, there's a battery. Alrighty. Okay, so the good thing about this is that it has the option for Celsius. Let's see if we can get you there. And Fahrenheit. Now, you have to be careful because this, when you pull the trigger to see the temperature, and I'm going to show you by pointing it to the ceiling. If you, let's see if we can get you there. You see that right there? See that red laser? That's the pointer, so you know what temperature it is. Now currently it says it's 62.4 degrees Fahrenheit in this room. 16 degrees Celsius. You have a button for the LED, and you have a button to turn off the laser. So if you look here very carefully, let's see if we can get it so that you can see it. You have this button here. Oh, hit the button trigger to turn it on. You have your Fahrenheit and Celsius button. This button here, what's that one? That one here turns the laser on and off, or which I would call your pointer. And this here turns off the display, on and off. So if you don't want to have the laser, you turn it, no laser. Easy. So we could demonstrate it again. Turn it on, and if you see, let's see if we can get that laser. See that laser? Now if I hit the laser off, I still get the temperature reading, but I don't get the laser light. The point is, the benefit to this is if no one's around and you're not sure what you're pointed it to, you can get a good reading. I would not turn this on if you pointed it at somebody. This is visible laser light, can damage somebody's eyes. Keep that in mind. So we know we get 62 degrees in this room. That's how the current temperature is. We're going to go outside and see if we can get some additional readings. But before we do that, we're going to go over a few things about this. Some of the features. Of course, we talked about the AA batteries, laser on and off, auto on and off data hose, Fahrenheit. Its distance is 12 to 1. Accuracy, it goes from a -50 to looks like it goes up to 50 Celsius to as much as 500 Celsius. Right. Some of the goodies on the back, some of the primary uses of it would be measuring hot water pipes, hot engine, cooking surfaces, hot tubes and insulation, electrical connections, ballasts and electrical lights, electrical motors and bearings, wine coolers and hot asphalt, fuse panels and transformers, swimming pools and fish tanks, hot cold food products, and heating and air conditioning. Okay. That's pretty much what it is. Again, this is not for use on humans, but we're going to try it anyway. So I'm going to see with the laser off. I don't want the laser to be beaming. It currently says that my body temperature is 88 degrees. But then again, I'm in a basement that's 62 degrees. 88 degrees is my body temperature. If I go ahead and hit the room is 61 degrees. So my external, according to this, is 88 degrees. Of course, it's going to be, if my temperature is going to show a little bit lower because I'm in a cooler room, but I am not cold. You have a instruction manual, which I would say is completely useless because there's a little bit of English, not much. Basically, how to and some of the features, data hold, all the good stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna take a step outside and see what we can get. All right, peeps. Be right back.
I started to say, take a look at the deep freezer. You can see how cold my freezer is by all the frost that's up on the top a little bit. It gets quite cold in here. Let's see what this says it is. It currently says it is let's see if we can show this. We can see it. Let's see if we can get you the. All right. 3 degrees Fahrenheit is what that freezer is. Pretty chilly. That's Fahrenheit or negative 16 degrees Celsius. If you can see that. 16 degrees Celsius, negative 16 degrees Celsius is the temperature of that deep freezer. All right, let's go ahead and step back outside. Let's see, let's take some other random pictures, such as pictures of the ground. 98 degrees Fahrenheit. It's how hot the ground is currently is. Water, because the water is currently at 80 degrees. I forgot these hot plates don't get hot. And it's slowly rising. Let's get it up to medium. Just to get this party started a little faster. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and go to high. It's slowly rising. And singe, which means it's about to go full blown. Now the good thing about this pot that I like, one, it's not, now despite what it is, not really hot to the touch. You can touch your hand, you won't singe it. It only works because it is what they call a transducer or inducer, where it only heats when it touches a metal surface. 109 degrees, 8 degrees. So let's compare that to a conventional thermostat. Hold on. That I normally measure my food with. Just to see in comparison how well this actually works. So let's go ahead and turn this on. This only does Celsius, unfortunately.
if we look at the two different ones, there is a percentage. Oh, let's see if we can do that. Look how different it is. Okay, they both starting to get up, syncing up a little bit. So they're not off by too much, but this is actually used for food. This kind of sort of. So even though it seems to be off about 10 degrees, let's check this again. There we go. Yeah, it's not too bad. They're off by a little bit. A couple of degrees, which is me good enough for margin of error. Some of that was error because I didn't have it stuck enough in the water. So there is a margin of error, which is doable. I'm getting 58 degrees. It takes a few seconds to get up to speed. Okay, so a few degrees is off. Is that doable? Absolutely. I can live for 1 to 3 degrees is off. Yeah. So what do I think of? It's not bad. For a cheap infrared thermostat, if you can live within the 1 to 3 range of error. Now, the other device could be wrong. But I've used that device and so I'm assuming that's not the case, and that's a direct contact, where this is just using infrared light to try to detect what the temperature is. Is it worth it? I would say so. The greatest benefit of this is that you don't have to get your hands nasty. You don't have to get close to the heat. You don't have to touch the heat. Unlike the other thermostat where I had to get hands deep in it, where I had to hold it in place so I can get a good reading. This, you just point, click, get the reading that you need, and you can go on about your business. This will probably work good if you're working on cars. If you're having issues with heating, you can plug it in and see where the water's coming, and if there's no heat there, we may have some blockage, no water flow. If you want to see get a good estimate of what food is, if you go into one of those all-you-can-eat buffets, I wonder if that food they cook out there is really 147 degrees. You can grab a quick beep. Oh no, it's only 90. Give me an idea how many bugs are still living on it. But it's handy, and fits in your hand. I'm gonna give you a pair of standardized scissors. It's roughly the size of a pair of scissors, roughly, to give you an idea. So it's not extremely large, but if I had to give it a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, assuming the margin of error in the readings, I would say for the price, this is well worth it. I gotta go check it. I don't keep track of all these prices. I think I may have paid $15 for this. I think. If not, I'm not sure. I'll check and post it in the comments, and you let me know what you think. I think it works well. Don't have a. I mean, it's really light. I would give it a good solid 7. I would give it a 7. It is Chinese, so like everything else is made in Chinese, but I would give it a 7. What I really like about it is the auto shut off, so it doesn't kill the batteries. I also like the ability to see things in Fahrenheit and Celsius. I also like the ability to turn off the laser and the ability to turn on the light. And to turn it on, all you have to do is pull the trigger and it turns on. And if you're not working for a little bit, it'll auto turn off. Boom, you're done. So that is the thermo. I believe, what is this? Yeah, infrared thermo. Thermostat or thermometer. Can't talk today. So that'll be it. Until next time, folks. We're on Tech World. Come see us again. Oh, actually, come see me again. Talk to you later.